We're heading this morning into the busy season for home sales. In January, about a third of the homes on the market sold in less than a month. The median price rose more than 8% year over year because of low inventory and high demand. But that doesn't mean you can relax if you're looking to sell. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here this morning with Eye on the Money. Nice to see you.
Great to be here.
How was last year and how is this year looking if you're thinking about selling your home?
Last couple of years, we've seen good recovery. This pretty much tracks with the recovery in the jobs market. People feel more confident. And we also know that lending standards a little bit easier. It's still tough to get a mortgage, but it is easier. And we know that people have more confidence in buying a home when they feel more secure economically.
So lots of good news.
Lots of good news. That said, there is a bit of a problem right now, which is we've got low inventory, just not a lot of houses on the market, and that pushes prices up. Great if you're a seller, not so good if you're a buyer.
Okay, so when you hear that maybe I should sell my house, but you say first thing to think about, though, are the tax implications.
Right. A lot of people may have owned their homes for decades, and they go and sell their homes, and they don't realize, uh-oh, I have a big capital gains tax due. Not everybody. You're lucky if you do, obviously, but check that out. I also want to be very clear. A lot of people are thinking about downsizing, right?
But if you have a capital gain and you invest in another house, you don't have to pay taxes on that.
Well, actually not. That you actually have to pay your capital gains if you've lived in that house 2 of the last 5 years. And so you can't push it forward unless it's a rental property. So you do have to pay that capital gains tax. But the most important thing also to recognize is if you're looking to downsize, you've got that capital gain, you may not actually see any real savings by downsizing. I think a lot of people fall into a trap. I want to go to a place with nice amenities, but actually it's not that so cheap to do so.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
How do you choose a real estate agent?
You got to get a lot of people in the house. And this is very important. Most people get a referral. They say, oh, it's a friend, right? You want to get at least 3 people to come in. They're going to do a competitive market analysis. What do you want to know? You want to know, does this person have experience in your neighborhood and your price range? Does this person have a digital plan for helping to sell your house, a marketing plan? And what kind of social media presence does this person have? Because you know what? You want to attract first-time home buyers? A lot of them are looking at social as a way to look at a home. So careful in that. I like using realtors. I think it's smart. I just think you have to be very careful about choosing the right one for you.
How do you know what to price your home at?
Well, you're going to rely on the realtor. But if you want to do a little intelligent work beforehand, you go online and you look at the competitive market and see what else is out there in your neighborhood. Now, you don't want to fool yourself, okay? This is so important because how you price this house may actually lead to the success of selling. Realtors tell me that if the price is too high, you spook investors and you spook those would-be buyers, and they get very anxious. They don't come back. If you have not sold that house or gotten a bite in, say, 3 to 4 weeks, you may want to consider dropping the price.
Or switching agents?
I don't know about switching agents. I think a lot of people, I want to be clear. I think a lot of people hire realtors, but then they don't take their advice. They let their own emotions get in the way. What you think is charming, your realtor might come back and say, that's not charming, that's a dump. So listen to that person, be careful, and price accordingly.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you.